Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur. Now, our nice wizard mentor man that we've known for all of maybe, what, an hour now? Has thrown himself off the top of that really tall mountain.
Because he was possessed by that.
And I guess he landed down here somewhere. Guess not. What?
It's on the move?
Apparently. Alright, let's take a shortcut then. That is confusing though. Because it's like, oh, he's right here. Okay, that makes sense. Foot of the mountain, right?
What?
And then suddenly, oh yeah, his body flew all the way over here. Turns out wizards are made out of paper.
Is this even in the vicinity of the wizardry school or
Nowhere even close.
Yeah, it's really far down
tits.
south.
Everything sees me.
I never noticed the chevrons on the map actually aiming themselves towards you, shifting away.
Yeah.
Is it a different type of map view?
No. The higher points, like the more... Sweet Jesus. The more points you put into detect hidden, the more you get to see. So, first rank shows like hidden stuff on the map, I think. Second is enemies, or vice versa. Third shows enemy direction.
Oh, stop. Wait, one moment. Go back. Look at the grass.
You mean it's just a copy pasta of the same thing over and over and over again to make this odd grass texture?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks familiar in a bad way.
It's very lazy. This is why...
No. Look at the shape of the leaves.
It's not marijuana.
No, I think that'd be gross. But wait, so he pummeled all the way over here and he's like...
Mage was clever. It took a great effort to break his mind. And at the last moment, he sought to deny my victory. Unfortunately for you, he failed. Are you beginning to see the pattern, child? From flame and frost and storm, I take my form. Who am I?
You're a dead woman. No.
How could you possibly understand the music that I move to? Does the hurricane explain to the reed why it roars? I am the hurricane, and you are nothing more than a reed, stubborn, unbent, and soon broken.
Like a elementalist that believes herself to be a true force of nature.
Pretty much. She just, likes haunting dudes.
I have eaten the fruit of Irminsul, the Tree King, and sown blood into the fields of Aesir Danon. I have sucked marrow from the bones of Irathi, and listened to the laments of dying stars. I am the Empyrean, the dark-hearted, the Lady of Sorrow and Dust. I will not bow to your will. Now die!
You're one funky sounding bearded dude. I'm gonna put a stop to you, you freaky man. That was probably the least challenging pseudo-boss fight I've gone through in a long time.
Well, think about it. It's really the mage's body you just slayed.
Yeah, but, I mean, at that point, he was probably completely done for anyway. Not nearly as good as what I'm wearing. I'm not particularly surprised.
That's the case with everything, unfortunately.
Okay, so the last one is lightning, I guess. Well, let's go back to Wraith here. And see who else is getting possessed. So the people that were...
I thought we had gone to the top of that hill because it was where lightning was said to go.
No, I thought it was just air. I mean, I guess lightning and air...
Associated
yeah, generally.
Myths.
Probably.
This is probably you, doing your research? Finding someone in the upper city to perhaps explain this woman?
Maybe. There was that other mage who told us to go meet our mage mentor dude on the top of the mountain, so he's probably possessed next.
Eventually go to the ends of the earth and everyone's possessed one by one.
It's just the longest, most boring quest chain ever. This lady just proceeds to possess the entire population and we just knock them off.
Hello.
And I suppose it's your disconnect from fate and among other things that makes you not as vulnerable as others.
Well, it's either that or we have like a major duke out inside our own brain. That'd be kind of interesting.
Good, you're back. As much as I'm dying to know what transpired atop Skycrown, that'll just need to wait until the Archsage is through with you. He requested you join him in his quarters, just around the corner down the hall.
Archsage.
So either the Archsage knows something or he is taken over by the same witch lady. And hello.
Nah, there needs to be someone that can explain this lady.
Well, she'll explain herself when we've stabbed her 47 times in the chest.
This looks ominous.
It's the art. Oh, wait.
Whip. Uh-oh.
See?
By his own hand. Is a portal into some nether realm?
Greetings, Adept.
I think he trapped his mind in like a weird nether realm to prevent her from taking over his body.
At last. I had hoped you'd come sooner. The curse is strong. That you are here at all is a godsend. The creature that has stalked the minds of our savants. Nuala, Kadok, and Ethan. She is here. She has come for me, at last. The possession she used on the savants you encountered, I tried to fend her off. Though I stand before you, the sorceress has begun usurping other parts of my mind. I retained a part of myself and made the glyph that took you here. When we met in Talarain, I knew then that Savant Inga was right about you. Maybe too right. It is more than chance, Adept, that has brought you into contact with this sorceress before. And it's more than luck, I think, that you survived each encounter. She is the one that has stalked the minds of our greatest mages. But there is a more troubling history than that. Once I have been freed, there will be plenty of time to discuss her true nature. You will be disappointed. She is present in her spellcraft, not in the flesh. Thankfully, I have some safeguards against this form of assault. But though I've retained enough control here, this sorceress is assuming control over my baser emotions. And if I fall to her, chaos will reign. Here is the truth of our foe. It is the only help I can give. I must rely on you to expel her.
Huh.
You know what I hate?
I was like, I can tell you later.
Actually, I was going to talk about my lips are very dry, so they've got that, like, dead skin hanging off of them thing.
Uh-oh.
And being, like, a slightly obsessive person, I just can't help myself but, like, chew on them until they're gone, because I don't like having things sticking off my lips that feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know.
Hangnail.
Yeah, it's like a hangnail, or, you know when you have, like, Novocaine, and your mouth feels weird, and you kind of gnaw on it, absent-mindedly?
I never did. I was always very fortunate. My cheeks were always spared.
And they're massive, too, so I don't... That
What?
seems odd to me.
Carl, they are not massive.
Oh, geez, these are fast Ettins. I don't like the fast variety of Ettin. Look at them. They, like, jiggle their way up really quickly.
I'm just trying to imagine the mental image people must be having of me right now. Massive cheeks.
Massive
No.
cheeks. She stores
I
food
am
in there
very average
during the
weight.
winter.
Huh?
She stores food in her cheeks for the winter.
I mean, I do store food in my mouth while I'm chewing.
See? Shell is not actually a human being. She's a highly sentient chipmunk. I love it that these Ettins can stun me, but there's no way they can actually do damage to me. Have you noticed I haven't taken damage even though they've been wailing on me?
Oh no, you've been taking like tiny little increments, but do you have like a health regen on you?
A little bit. I really like that move. One of the things that this game does particularly well is the charge-up moves all look pseudo-fiably intense.
Sad. I think that an actual greatsword would actually be a clumsy weapon at best.
Well, yes and no.
I just don't see it having the maneuverability.
Persistent, aren't you? From ruins to mountaintops, even in the mind of your pathetic arch-sage, who, despite you standing here, has given up hope. In fact, right now he is trying to tell you it is useless to fight Ciara Sedanis. In all the minds I have seen, there have been none that carried such indifference as this arch-sage. Does he care about the wars that wage across his land? No. Does he care for the lives of his subordinates? Not in the slightest. He long ago surrendered to the inevitability of my return. Yes, I am the tyrant queen of the Dark Empyrean. The fools of the Scholia Arcana believe I was killed, but the Arch-Sage knows the truth. It is, perhaps, why he has surrendered all hope. He knows I cannot be defeated, only delayed. I do, as does this Arch-Sage. Look at this man. He is a pawn of fate, completely surrendered to it. He has hidden this apathy from the world, but now, let it be seen. The demons of this man's mind are yours to contend with, child.
Of course.
I guess the Niskaru do actually do a little bit of damage to me. Yep, they're actually hurting me. Lightly.
So I suppose the Niskaru, among other things, are the inevitability that this guy sees in the future. I suppose hinting at the current conflict?
No, I think it's just laziness on a development standpoint, where, well, we need a demon, let's just use the Niskaru.
No. I mean, it makes sense that it's them.
Okay.
Not necessarily from a demon standpoint.
I really don't like fighting Niskaru in this game, because...
They're fast.
They're fast, and...
They often attack more than one at a time.
Yeah.
And they have really arcing, sweeping slashes.
Like, at this point, I'm so geared out that I'm invulnerable. It's just the, like, knockback stunning that gets very frustrating. I see, we get to wail on this guy's indifference. Maybe we'll get him to be a compassionate person after all. How would you like it if somebody just went inside your brain and started eliminating your... Oh, unlock the world I left. So I guess we need a key to unlock various parts of his mind. Ooh, Prismere Chakrams, we need those. Because I can harvest those for parts and turn them into something better, I hope.
Better chakrams.
Mm-hmm. No, I was looking into the...
It's a pretty world, though. Look at those
I don't
rocks.
like the bloom, though. The bloom is...
You mean the sort of glowing haze?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I know this doesn't pertain to this game specifically, but bloom is always kind of one of those things. It's like, it's kind of neat that you could do it, and like before, say, the Half-Life series, bloom was barely even a thing. And I'm sure there was another game, or a couple of games that pioneered it first.
What purpose does it serve?
It's just more like dynamic-ish lighting. The problem is it ends up just being kind of this weird fuzzed-out light effect that's kind of hard to look at.
I'd rather have something a little bit more crystal clear. So what, there's just a skeleton sitting atop a table? With a
Booze
bottle?
and a cleaver and cards. And a fork.
Ooh, I like this. So it's sort of like, I suppose something about fate, with all the tarot cards.
And he's surrounded in skeletons. And right next to him is a treasure chest called the Human's Talent.
The human's talent.
I don't even
Now,
know.
is that to cause pain and suffering for others? To blindly follow superstitions?
Mm.
A combination of both? Ooh, this reminds me of Indiana Jones.
Or the Human's Talent for cruelty. That could also be a thing.
What?
Considering there's a dude surrounded by many skeletons.
And so my attempts to foster his indifference seem to have met their end. It does not matter. I have accomplished all I would have liked to. My freedom is guaranteed. So I can focus my attentions on you. You are my closest friend, after all. You served your purpose well. This body is the incarnation of the Archsage's goals and ideals. For all his aspirations, the man is a slave to his discipline. It is a pity. Had I the time to foster some of these ambitions, he would make a useful pawn, just like you. Do you not understand, child? It was your initiation that freed me. The magic of the spell could not find your potential, and so it chose the greatest power this world has ever known.
Yeah.
I kind of hate it that we're always just the most powerful person. It's like, can't we just be a person that has unlimited potential as opposed to just being incredibly powerful?
Well, what is it? The spell could not find your potential. And so it chose the greatest power of this world. So it means her. She means that she's the greatest power. Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, it is a tawdry thing, after all. But his goals and ideas are too delicious to leave alone. And all around us you can see the parts of himself he sacrificed, just to reach this pathetic level of power. Let us reawaken some of these cast-offs. I think they might enjoy it. You will...
I might as well use some of these. I almost never do. Damage boost. There we go.
So, ambition, sacrifice.
I do a lot more damage with this potion running. I should use it more often, considering I have like 40 of them hidden away.
And what's last?
So I just killed sacrifice.
Another sacrifice?
Oh, it's just... It's not the state of sacrifice, it's just a part of him that he sacrificed to get his ambition. Not his propensity for sacrifice. That's kind of lame, honestly. It would have been cool if it was like ambition, compassion, and... I don't know.
I understand what you mean. Let's see what happens.
How do I get those keys? No? I guess I have to go back to him. Yep. Still need a key to get any of these things.
Huh. Confusing.
Wow, those potions wear off quick. The damage
I
boost
really
went
do
alright.
wonder what this woman's motivations are and what she was in the past, this Empyrean.
Sounds kind of like a douche. I don't know. She just seems like kind of your stereotypical...
I like her a lot more than the demon thing that was wanting to possess you earlier.
Yeah, but he was mostly a non-character. She just feels... I don't know. She just feels weird and generic to me in an odd way. Anyway, let's talk to...
I no longer feel the prying of Sardanis on my mind. You have freed me of her. Thank you, Adept. By freeing me of her influence, I can distill for you those thoughts you have liberated. From my ambition, I can impart to you an indomitable resolve. From my indifference, I can craft a fearless impartiality. The choice is yours.
Well, I like discipline. Because
I wanna ask,
impartiality
how can
is
you
kind
give
of
this
boring.
gift?
Yeah, fair enough.
I am the Archmage, but I am also a human. There were certain flaws of character that I had repressed. Sardanis intensified those flaws until they threatened to overcome me. By destroying them, you freed me of these flaws. I can give you the knowledge of this freedom. From my indifference, I can impart to you a sense of fearlessness. Through ambition, you can gain a will to strive for perfection. In many ways, they seem similar, but to you, the effects are disparate.
From his indifference.
Fearlessness and
Fearlessness.
ambition, discipline. I'm going with discipline because our character already has zero emotions and is completely impartial to everything and anything.
That's
She doesn't
true.
need
I think
anything
that
more.
Discipline also would benefit us more than just.
Maybe she'll grow a personality in all of this. Elemental resistance and extra sorcery abilities. Okay.
Indeed, you have shown enough of it on your own for one lifetime. But we will need all we can muster to face the coming storm. Now, are we able to depart? We have much to do in order to begin.
I'm still curious about those locked chest things, but whatever.
Good. When we return, speak with me. The sorceress will not be suffered any longer.
Probably. But I guess when it comes down to it, we don't need any more loot.
So look back. Is he still just? No, he isn't.
He's got some interesting stuff around here.
Oh,
Oh, you know what?
What is that? Oh, it's sort of like a town hub. So the mirror helps you, what, change your personality and stuff? Oh, and not your personality, blah, your hairstyle
Yeah.
and physical appearance.
Those are almost always only located in your house, though.
So it's a new house?
I think he dies.
He's focused more on researching the magics of the Fae.
Like, I think we kill him and become the next Archsage.
Why? He's helping you. And he's not possessed by the lady anymore.
We'll see. I think he dies here. Or something.
He's meditating.
I am sure you have questions, and I shall do my best to answer them. First, let me say this. No adept in the history of the Scholia Arcana has earned the Savant's Ring more than you. Take it with my gratitude. Now prepare yourself. The time for suffering the predations of our enemy is at an end. It is our turn to strike. It is time for you to learn the truth of our order. The truth of Sierra Sardanis and the fall of the Dark Empyrean. Sierra Sardanis was never killed, Savant. She was imprisoned within the very stones of Rithia. Because of you, she has awakened, and though trapped, she has proven formidable. Now to destroy her, we must release her. When Ethan Engar cast the ritual for your initiation trial, he created a magic whose purpose was to conjure that which could challenge your potential. None could have anticipated that, to do so, the magic of the ritual would actually find Sardanis, buried deep within her prison. The smallest part of her consciousness was summoned into your trial. Once awakened, she began using the minds of those involved to craft her escape.
practically the only thing more powerful than you? Or
No,
something that
no,
would be
it
a
was the
challenge?
closest thing to us that it could conjure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very creative spell. See, I think it should have just summoned another Balor and just had us fight that without being able to climb up to its face. Because it could just squish us.
The truth of the Scully Arcana's founding, its true purpose, is a secret that has been passed down from Archsage to Archsage. We have many savants within our order, those supremely gifted in the arts of alchemy or sagecrafting or scholarship. But there is a reason that Archsages are chosen according to their mastery of war magic. Because one day, Sardanis will return, and one must be prepared to face her.
These people are kind of crappy mages.
Since her awakening, Sardanis has been reaching out from her prison and possessing mages within our order. Her goal was the creation of 3 elemental keys: the sun, storm, and frost stones that you hold now. We will use these keys exactly as Sardanis intended. We will free her, and I will kill her.
Oh, you really think you're capable of that, man?
Nope, he's gonna die and then we're gonna kill her. That's just how this game works, remember?
The brilliant Savaladan Bloodgood led the founders to build the very grounds of the Scully Arcana into a spell. The glyph that imprisons Sardanis. Let the magic guide you. Walk the grounds and place each key with the appropriate founder, and the spell will be undone. When Sardanis is free, join me at the center of the glyph. She will emerge, and I shall make my stand. Good luck.
Never explained what she was in the past. Don't you notice that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we did get a book that actually talks about the Dark Empyrean, so we might want to actually look into that.
Only one more key
Yeah.
remains.
So, a dwarf... Was it a gnome that had the storm? And a human that had the...
Yep. And then, is this an
Frost.
elf?
No,
It's a blindfolded human.
Interesting.
Yep.
I can feel the harmonies of the spell glyph unraveling. Why does she not believe us? No. Be ready. It's you must.
For so long, I have anticipated this moment. To savor the sweet taste of freedom, and to destroy the legacy of those that imprisoned me. And I owe it all to you. From the beginning, you've played your part with a bright perfection. Each step in harmony with my will. Fool. So much potential. It is a pity I have to kill you now. Archsage. What silly titles you children use. That wretch would have been a servant in the Dark Empyrean. But rest assured, he is safe now. Deep within the very same spell that bound me, and he will rot there for all eternity.
Shall we kill her, or ask this question?
Sad thing about this game and most games is that when you give the villain a chance to, back down, they always go, ha, never. And then it ends in a battle anyway, but you might as well see what happens.
Okay.
Of course it must. I've spent the last 7 centuries locked within a prison spell, forged from these very stones. I cannot step backward in time and visit my vengeance on those who put me here, but I can destroy their legacy. The Scolia Arcana will not survive the hour.
Alright. Oh, what do we got? Experience booster, damage boost. Let's go this way.
Huh.
Yeah. She actually has spell. You know what? That's enough. Bah.
Yeah.
I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Alright, screw it.
You're using fate so early on?
Yep. Watch.
Okay, that did a huge chunk of damage.
Like, as long as she doesn't somehow avoid half of our damage here, we're good.
I think your fate's gonna run out before... Maybe not?
See, the thing is... Yeah, our...
As students, gosh. She's using them as a heat shield.
Yeah. So our fate ran out, but if you notice, we pretty much chugged through most of her health already. Probably should have waited, because I didn't know she was going to float up into the sky and be untargetable until we took out the students. But you know what? She's almost dead already.
Wouldn't it be funny as she starts gurgling on the ground after you've slayed, essentially slayed her, and she goes, well, you destroyed everything just like I had anticipated. Because she ends up, sending every student at you. Hence
Unlikely.
the legacy of the Arcana. No, I know. I would have just been like, stop playing around with me. Hey, go, go, go.
Wobby wobby.
A punch? Oh no, not this move. This is so bad.
I thought we were going to send her in face first. That would have been even more gross. Impaled up the butt.
You have done what no other member of our order could. You have faced Ciara Sedanus and emerged victorious. After your trial of initiation, Jubal Calidus gave this to me. I realize now he meant for you to have it upon his death. The Scholia Arcana owes you everything, and are now yours to command, Archsage.
The Archmage.
Called it. Yeah, so I noticed we had that hairdressing thing inside the Archsage's chambers, and I'm like, they only put that inside your house.
So, yep. Foreshadow there.
Kind of sad. Kind of obvious. They should have hidden it better, because it's just like the moment I saw that, and it's like, well, the Archsage dies.
So, what's our title now?
We are the King of the House of Ballads, the Archsage, the, Truesorn? I think it was called?
Yeah, but that's more of like a member of a group as opposed to one powerful individual.
Yeah. We are the Everyman. The Beveryman.
You see, I think it would have been nice if... I suppose you wouldn't be able to complete every single side storyline that way. But if you had to make a decision between what you wanted the most for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all just kind of weird and silly. Skyrim had the same problem. That if you do, all of the faction quests, you eventually become the king of everything. Or at least, so high up that you're just kind of this wacky person. So we got 2 more factions to do, and then we'll be in the clear to finish up this game.
2 more?
Mm-hmm.
What? Aside from the Thieves Guild, what is there?
House of Sorrows.
Oh, that's the Winterfell house,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yep. Yeah, and that's the last one to do. I don't know, we might actually have to do that one.
To actually progress in
as far as plot-wise goes. I could be wrong, though, because it is separate. It is not listed as a plot-related thing, and these things go down in one hit.
So where are we headed now?
We're heading up here to get the last dagger. If you remember, way back in the beginning, we were tasked with finding, 3 daggers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we largely ignored the task because it seemed kind of meaningless at the time.
Well, also we got caught up doing the Fae quest line.
Yep. I don't even know what side quest this has to do with. But yeah.
Another book?
Yeah, so we just have this one, and then the House of Sorrows, and then we go straight to the end game, pretty much. I guess there's a little bit left to do in the swamp area, but not that much.
Wait, we're not through the House of... We're not through with the Thieves Guild, are we?
No, but that shouldn't take more than 2 more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3, kind of depends, because I think the Mages Guild one was 3 episodes long. I think it's kind of hard to remember. Everything kind of blurs together after a certain point in this game, because there aren't enough truly unique areas or landmarks. Oh,
Ooh.
is this the last dagger?
Hidden patch.
Probably. Oh, right. It was the guy that told us to go find it near the river. And we paid him up front, and he's like, wow, nobody ever pays me up front. Alright. So, I guess we got a little bit of a twofer there. But that was the ending of the Mages Guild faction quest, and now we're the Archsage, the True Sworn, the King of the House of Ballads. I assume we'll get to be the King of the House of Sorrows, too. And, I don't know, the King of the Travelers, whatever you want to call it.
Was that cowl that you received from that lady any good?
Not really.
Probably not.
The crafted armor is generally better, even if it doesn't have the same, magical quality.
Just would have been super funky if you could have had a piece of armor that was... Actually, that would have been nice if for every faction you complete, you got a piece of armor that was, really nice stats.
Oh, that would result in something better? Yeah, that would be nice, but they're not going to do that.
Aw. Then you could have a mismatched set of armor that just exemplifies how you are the master of everything. And all.
Yep. Nope. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next episode of Kingdoms of Amalur.